Balance changes means new meta, so you want to know which brawlers are the best right now in Brawl Stars. I'm going to give you this. There are new brawlers in this list that are really broken, so keep watching until the end, and subscribe. Lu is an incredibly strong brawler in ranked right now. He is good at disrupting enemy movement and making it difficult for opponents to maintain control of areas. His primary attack shoots 3 rapid snow cones that gradually fill up an enemy's freeze bar. Once the bar is full, the enemy is temporarily stunned, so you or your teammates can easily kill them. This makes him highly effective against tanks and aggressive brawlers who rely on close-range combat, as he can slow them down and prevent them from getting into position. His attacks also have a decent range, allowing him to hit enemies from a distance while applying constant pressure, and especially that bit of pressure is very important. Oh yeah, I want to tell you that I'm giving away a ranked pass worth 30 euros in my Discord, so be sure to join it because you can participate for free. Lu's super is one of his biggest strengths. He throws a large patch of ice on the ground, causing all enemies in the area to slide uncontrollably. This can completely change the flow of a match, as it makes it extremely difficult for opponents to maneuver, dodge shots, or retreat safely. What I mean is that, for example, in Hot Zone, if you are behind, throwing your super in the right spot and then applying pressure can turn the game around because it has such an impact. In game modes like Hot Zone or Gem Grab, his super is especially valuable as it can prevent enemies from dodging shots and not being able to get into good positions. In Hot Zone, his ice patch can make it nearly impossible for the enemy team to hold an objective, allowing his team to take control with ease. Beyond his basic abilities, Lu's gadgets and star powers further improve his playstyle. One of his gadgets allows him to instantly add a portion to an enemy's freeze bar, speeding up the time it takes to stun them. And this is especially why he became so good after the update, because now you can use your gadget every 18 seconds as Lu. Melody is also very good at the moment in Brawl Stars. She is good at both offense and defensive control. Her unique attack mechanic allows her to hit enemies with musical notes that circle around her, making her extremely effective against grouped up opponents. This gives her a natural advantage in modes like Brawl Ball and Hot Zone, where enemies tend to stay close together. Her damage output is consistent, and since her musical notes can hit multiple enemies at once, she can apply pressure without needing perfect aim. One of Melody's biggest strengths is her super, which allows her to dash forward a bit like her super. The range is very good, and with one super you can do it 3 times. This ability is incredibly powerful in ranked, because her movement is very good. In games like Brawl Ball or Ice Hockey, this is very good, because you have your super fast, and can therefore also move quickly across the map. This allows you to score quickly and thus win. Melody's gadgets and star powers also help her to play aggressively. One of her gadgets allows her to give herself a shield while using her super, making her harder to take down when diving into fights. Her star power is also a big factor in why she is so good, because each musical notes makes her faster and makes it easy to dodge shots. Despite her strengths, Melody does have some weaknesses. She relies on getting close to enemies to maximize her impact, which can make her vulnerable to long-range brawlers. Overall, Melody is an aggressive brawler who is very good at ranked. Her ability to hit multiple targets and stay mobile makes her a very good brawler in team compositions. When played well, she can dominate the match by creating opportunities for her team to win the game. The next brawler is Mr. P. In the last update, he got a hypercharge. This hypercharge is very good, which is why he is now meta in ranked. I will explain you everything about him in case you decide to push him. Mr. P is a great brawler in ranked matches in Brawl Stars because he is excellent at controlling areas and keeping pressure on enemies. His main attack throws a suitcase that bounces after hitting an enemy or a wall. This means he can hit opponents hiding behind cover, making him very strong on maps with lots of obstacles. His attack also has a good range, allowing him to deal damage from a safe distance while keeping enemies under pressure. One of Mr. P's best abilities is his super, which places a small station that keeps spawning robot helpers. These robots automatically chase enemies, forcing them to use ammo to fight them off or make them move away. This is especially useful against long-range brawlers because the robots keep them distracted and stop them from aiming properly. And now that it has a hypercharge that makes the robot stronger and you can spawn more than one, this is just too good. Over time, these little robots can become very annoying for the enemy team, making it harder for them to focus on the battle. Mr. P is especially good in modes like Gem Grab and Hot Zone, where controlling an area is very important. His robots can push enemies away from locations, while his bouncing attack lets him damage opponents without taking big risks. However, he struggles against aggressive brawlers who can quickly get close to him, since his damage isn't high enough to fight them off easily. Even though he has weaknesses, Mr. P's ability to constantly pressure enemies, disrupt their movement, and control space makes him a very strong brawler in ranked. If used wisely, he can be one of the most frustrating opponents to face as he keeps sending out robots and forcing enemies to stay on the move. His unique attacks and abilities make him a great choice for players who like an annoying brawler. Stu is a fast and strong brawler and ranked in Brawl Stars. His attack shoots out a quick burst of fire, and if it hits an enemy, his super charges instantly. This means he can use his super again and again, letting him dash around the battlefield. His super also leaves a trail of fire that hurts enemies, making it great to keep hitting brawlers. Stu's speed helps him escape danger, chase enemies, or move into better positions to control the game. Stu is really good in game modes like Brawl Ball, where he can quickly move the ball and make big plays, or in Hot Zone, where he can push enemies away. His gadgets and star powers make him even better. One gadget places a speed station to help you and your teammates move faster, and with the gadget update you can use it very often during the game. You want to use his longer range star power because the other one got a nerf and isn't that good in 3 versus 3 modes. Even though Stu is strong, he can be tricky to use. He needs good aim, and if he misses his shots, he won't get his super, making him much weaker. He also struggles against long-range brawlers who can hit him from far away. But, if played well, Stu is one of the best brawlers in 3 versus 3. He is always moving, dodging attacks, and making it very hard for enemies to fight back. His speed and control make him a great choice for players who like to play fast. Juju is a special and flexible brawler and ranked in Brawl Stars. Her attacks change depending on where she is. Her main attack is a projectile that deals 1,600 damage and has a splash effect, meaning it can hit multiple enemies at once. However, if she is standing on water, her attack slows down enemies. If she is in a bush, her attack gets longer range, allowing her to hit enemies from a safe distance. On normal ground, her attack becomes even stronger, dealing 2,000 damage. This makes her useful in many different situations. Juju's super is also very powerful. She summons a voodoo doll named Grease Gree. This doll has 7,200 health and automatically attacks nearby enemies by throwing needles that deal 1,600 damage each. This helps Juju control areas and distract enemies. Juju also has the ability to walk on water, which gives her more freedom to move on maps with water. This is especially helpful in game modes like Gem Grab or Knockout, where positioning is important. Because her attacks change based on the environment, Juju is a very adaptable brawler who can work well in different situations. However, Juju does need to be careful with where she stands. To get the best out of her, players need to think about where they are and how they use her attacks. Long-range brawlers can be tricky for Juju, and her super can be stopped if enemies quickly destroy you super. But when used right, Juju can be very strong and help her team win.